Tamra Judge has witnessed years of Real Housewives drama, but nothing prepared her for the emotional storm surrounding Meghan King. And today, the Real Housewives of Orange County alum is revealing the heartbreaking truth about what Meghan is going through. A truth so raw and so devastating that even Tamra struggled to put it into words. It all began when Tamra shared a shocking update during an episode of her Two Teas in a Pod podcast, an update that sent the Bravo fandom into complete disbelief. According to Tamra, Meghan didn't even want to speak when she reached out. She simply texted back. And the pain behind her message, Tamra says, was unmistakable. Before we go deeper into this heartbreaking situation, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to this channel. It helps more people discover these stories and keeps you updated on everything happening in the world of Bravo. Tamra continued her revelation, explaining that Meghan is so devastated she can barely function. And it isn't just her entire family is shattered by the news. It's the kind of emotional blow that changes a person forever. Earlier this month, reports confirmed that Meghan King, at just 41, lost custody of her 3 children with ex-husband Jim Edmonds after a Child Protective Services investigation. The ruling granted Jim sole physical custody, while Meghan was limited to supervised visitation. The news shook fans to their core, especially with a hearing scheduled in December that could make the decision permanent. According to Tamra, this isn't about tabloids or drama. This is about a mother who loves her children deeply and is suddenly forced to see them under the watchful eyes of a supervisor. For years, Meghan has been open about her motherhood journey. She's been vulnerable, she's been honest, and she's fought like hell to give her kids stability. And yet, somehow, everything she built was ripped away in an instant. Tamra said she's always known Meghan as a good mom and a good person, with a strong, close-knit family behind her. A family that includes siblings, parents, a support system, people who thought this nightmare would never touch someone like Meghan. Dolores Catania chimed in during the podcast saying, "If she were in Meghan's shoes, I would die on the floor." That reaction alone tells you how heavy this situation is. And Tamra didn't sugarcoat anything. She admitted that Meghan feels exactly that level of heartbreak, completely crushed, completely overwhelmed, completely lost. Because this isn't an argument between ex-spouses, this is the fear of a mother who doesn't know when she'll truly hold her kids again. And there's another heartbreaking layer: distance. Jim Edmonds is reportedly living in Tennessee while Meghan lives in Missouri. That means the kids, already confused and too young to understand any of this, are suddenly far away from their mother, a mother who used to be their everyday constant. Tamra shared that the kids are very confused, unsure what's happening, unsure why everything suddenly changed. Their world has been flipped upside down. Meghan has always been open about wanting stability and peace for her children, even throughout her rocky marriage to Jim. But now, everything is uncertain. The holidays are coming, and instead of warm family traditions, Meghan is left hoping, praying, that things return to normal in time. Tamra urged everyone listening to pray for Meghan, to send support, to recognize that behind the TV drama is a very real, very painful human story. Meghan and Tamra once shared seasons 10 through 12 of The Real Housewives of Orange County. They weren't just castmates, they were genuine friends. When Meghan left the show in 2018, she thanked Tamra and Shannon Beador for becoming her soul sisters. She wrote about how they touched her heart, how they supported her, how they stood by her during some of the hardest moments of her life. But now, Meghan is facing something bigger than any storyline, bigger than any reunion drama, bigger than anything Bravo cameras ever captured. And millions of fans are watching, not because it's entertainment, but because they want to see this mother find her way back to her children, because they want answers, because they want justice, because they want to understand what really happened and what might happen next. As the days passed and more details emerged, the speculation surrounding Meghan King's custody battle only intensified. Fans wanted to understand the circumstances, the investigation, the sudden shakeup, but most of what was happening remained sealed behind court doors. What Tamra Judge shared on her podcast became one of the only first-hand insights the public had into Meghan's emotional state. And that insight revealed a woman who was breaking in silence, a mother who was trying to hold herself together even as the ground beneath her was disappearing. According to Tamra, Meghan isn't just devastated, she's in survival mode. She's leaning heavily on her family, a family that has always been her foundation. Her parents, who have been married forever. Her siblings, who have been her protectors. Her father, an attorney who knows exactly how emotional and how complex this kind of case can be. But even with an entire family behind her, Meghan is still facing one of the toughest battles of her life. Because the truth is, when it comes to custody, nothing is guaranteed. And when Child Protective Services is involved, the level of scrutiny rises to a place few parents ever experience. The December hearing Meghan is heading toward isn't just another date on the calendar. It's the moment that could determine the future of her family. A moment that could decide whether the current custody arrangement remains temporary or becomes permanent. And that reality has cast a long shadow over every day she wakes up without her kids at home. Every morning that doesn't start with their voices. Every night that ends with a quiet house instead of laughter. Every supervised visit that reminds her what she used to have and what she's fighting to regain. Meanwhile, Jim Edmonds has remained mostly silent, staying in Tennessee while Meghan remains in Missouri. The distance between them has created a physical divide that mirrors the emotional one, and the children, caught in the middle, are trying to navigate a world that makes no sense to them yet. They're young, they're innocent, and they're learning far too early how quickly life can shift without warning. Tamra's words painted a heartbreaking picture. Kids who are confused, unsure why they're suddenly living far from their mother. Unsure why familiar routines have been replaced with supervised settings and new environments. Meghan has faced public scrutiny before. Her marriage, her divorce, her relationships, her life as a Bravo star, but nothing compares to this. This time, she isn't defending a storyline. She's defending her motherhood. And for someone who once wrote about finding soul sisters in Shannon, Beador, and Tamra Judge, the support she receives now is coming from a place far deeper than reality TV friendships. Tamra's plea for the public to pray for Meghan wasn't a throwaway line. It was a genuine request, a recognition of the gravity of the situation, a reminder that no matter what people think of reality stars, they are real people facing real pain. And despite everything, Meghan has not lost hope. She believes in redemption, in healing, in finding clarity through chaos. She believes her children will one day understand the truth, not the rumors, not the headlines, but the truth of a mother who never stopped fighting for them. As the December hearing approaches, fans are watching closely, not out of curiosity, but out of compassion, out of solidarity, out of the quiet wish that this story ends not in heartbreak, but in reunification. And for Meghan King, a woman who has weathered storms both on screen and off, this may be the darkest chapter yet, but it is not the end of her story. The fight continues, the hope remains, and the love of a mother for her children, is something no court order, no investigation, and no circumstance can ever extinguish. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, powerful, or eye-opening, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update. Your support means everything, and together, we'll continue to follow Meghan's journey as the truth unfolds.